Hi, folks. Today we are working on the second unit. We are on lesson 2.1. Welcome to the second unit, lines and angles. There will be a lot of formulas here. As you can see, we're starting off with the distance formula. And the distance formula is exactly what it says. It helps us to determine what is the distance between 2 points. And it can be used to find the distance between any 2 points on the coordinate plane. All right, so today's objective is to be able to state and apply the distance formula to find the distance between 2 points in a coordinate plane, and then to apply that formula to finding the perimeter of a figure in the coordinate plane. All right, so we have this whole section here where you're going to do it on your own for the most part. I did the first with you. It said given segment length in the coordinate plane, finding the length of a segment. Given the endpoints of the segment in the coordinate plane, plot and label the points. Then find the length of that segment. So I started off with A, which was negative 5, 3, and B, which was negative 7, 3, plotted both of those, then counted the number of units from A to B, which was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 units. And that's what I wrote here. You're going to do the rest on your own. You're going to answer these two questions, and then you are going to resume the rest of the note taking, okay? Please make sure you do not come to school tomorrow with these blankets saying, I didn't know what to write. That's not acceptable. I will take off 15 points. Make sure it is filled in completely, all right? So once you finish doing that, unpause that video and we're going to go down here to the distance formula. The distance formula, well, what is it? Once again, it is the formula that we can use given any 2 points to find the distance between those 2 points. It's really easy to find the distance when, you get a flat horizontal or a flat vertical line, because all you got to do is count across or count up or down. But when you have a diagonal line, right, when you have something that does not go straight across, you kind of have to guess, and that's not a good way to do it, all right? So the way to do it is to use the distance formula. And here it is. X sub 2, or rather the square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. So you're squaring both of these. Square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. Okay? Once you apply that to your points, you'll be able to find the distance between those two. The distance formula can be written several ways, not just one way. What do I mean by that? So sometimes you'll see that the distance formula is written differently than this. Sometimes it's written this way. Please write all these ways down. It's really important to know all the ways the distance formula can be written. So sometimes you can write it this way, where you have x sub 1 minus x sub 2 squared plus y sub 1 minus y sub 2 squared, and it doesn't matter the order of your x's or your y's, as long as you keep them together. You got to keep those x's and y's together. It also doesn't matter if you take y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared and write that first, and then second x sub 2 minus x sub 1. As long as every time you are writing this formula, you are subtracting the x's from the y's. Another way to write it is you can write it as y sub 1 minus y sub 2, where you're switching the order of the coordinates. Okay, but notice one thing that does stay the same. The x's are together, the y's are together. You're always subtracting them, and you're always squaring them and taking the square root. Okay, so please, please, please make sure that you do this. You can use any one of these, but make sure that you are using them correctly. Okay, what you're going to do is to try it out, and this is our try it out. All right, so you're going to figure out the distance between S and R using the distance formula. And you want to give us the answer to the nearest tenth. So know how to round. Okay? Leave any questions, comments, or concerns in the comments box on Jupyter, email, or through text. Okay? Talk to you later.